Hello! Happy Bunoween!
Hello.
Happy Bunoween!
Yes, or Hoppy Bunoween if you want to
Oh
truly
no,
embrace
how
it.
dare you, 2 in 1?
It was so cute.
Okay. It is Halloween, and we are on the last session with you guys as our October cast, which makes me sad, but oh well.
You know, autumn is a season of change and
Yes.
transition.
Death.
This is natural
Death.
that
It's
all of our
true.
bunnies die in the next 90 minutes,
Uh-huh.
and then we stop playing. It's very
If
appropriate.
at least one of us lives to tell our story.
Well,
Who do you think it'll be?
Yeah.
Let's start a toss up.
Who will be the last bunny?
I feel like I'm for Nettle. Being
Yeah, almost
Yeah.
certainly Nettle. I
No.
had the exact same thought. I was like,
Got too
probably.
much brains.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nettle
The
will
only
throw
one with the
every other
wherewithal.
person under the bus.
Yeah.
Yeah. The only one with the wherewithal to keep themselves alive is Nettle.
Daffodil's gonna collapse trying to run from something. Like his heart's gonna give out.
Stroke. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Poor little guy. Oh.
I will try and save everyone and then, roll poorly one time and be
Mhm.
dead.
yes.
Take that bullet. What
You're
you
just
say?
waiting for Amber to be like, yeah, this is the one that kills
Yep,
you.
yep.
This is the one.
Yep, this is
If
it.
you could have punched this one, they might punch back way hard.
All it takes is one.
Yep.
Bunnies are not very strong.
No.
Yeah.
Riker saw a squirrel today
Oh.
and tried to run up a tree. It was great.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Aw.
He's a predator. Next game you do, like have a tiny black dog that is just the fastest thing and
Ooh,
he
okay.
will wreck those rabbits.
You
An insecure dog.
You can tell the next group that we gave him that was
Okay,
our
yeah,
gift
that's
to
what
the
I was
next
saying.
session.
I was gonna say
He's so fast. He's swift +3, man. He's so quick.
yeah, I'll let the November group know. Spoiler alert. Maybe there'll be a guest spotlight of Riker, Blue Jay's dog. Okay.
I support
Chat,
this.
don't tell them. Chat, don't tell them.
Oh,
Guest spot, everybody.
there he
There we
is.
go.
Oh.
Incredible.
Guest spot.
What a horrifying creature.
Scary.
Its
Terrifying
terrifying
massage.
jaws, its sharp teeth.
He's got a rabbit too.
Oh.
Oh no. Oh no.
He's been
See?
training.
Practice makes
Can't believe
perfect.
Blue Jays turned Riker into a killer.
Yep. Yep. I'm training him to murder rabbits.
Mm.
You know,
Oh,
he's got to be ready.
Yeah.
all right. Well, let's go ahead and get started then.
On that note.
On that note, speaking of killers.
Let's get to our season finale.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, all right, we'll do opening scene. We're in the forest. The camera starts. The camera starts on a mid shot of Stump leaning against a tree. He is panting heavily. There's a sound of a branch snapping, and he goes tense. His ears are deployed. Another snap, and he takes off, running hard as the camera moves up and into a bird's eye view as we watch his path through the low foliage of the forest. We see ahead the dilapidated ruins of what we as humans know was once a modest hut. The roof is caved in, and one side of the structure has also been pushed down over time, cobblestones littering the ground, and nature has reclaimed most of the structure of this hut. Stump approaches it cautiously, sniffing, ears up, hops slightly inside where we see a large black cauldron on its side. The camera holds on the blackness of it and then transitions back to the black feathered face of the raven that we last saw landing near your guys' group in the foraging area. It turns its head looking at the group of our heroes of the Petal Grove, who are a little bit frantic after dealing with a weasel trying to eat garlic. And there's also a small black rabbit laying on the ground crying. That was Turnip.
Poor turnip.
Poor Turnip. So this raven is now sitting down, or has landed next to your group, and is looking at you all. And yeah, I'll give you a moment to react if you want.
Is there a resist panic roll? Is a raven big enough to be like a predator to us?
ravens don't normally eat rabbits, and you guys haven't ever seen this type of bird in Petal Grove. So if it makes sense for your, like, especially for Garlic, if this huge black bird that you saw earlier just now has landed next to you, yes, resisting panic is a thing that you all must do currently.
I think I'm pretty.
Remember how I
big
told you that every episode I bury my dice tray somewhere? Forget. It's okay. I'm fine. I found it. It was right back here. It's fine.
I would
With
love to
insurance
resist
forms on top of it. We love. Okay,
There were insurance forms on top of it last week, Katie May. Come on.
and I still haven't filled them out. Here we go. All right, I will happily resist a panic. Oh, I'm still panicking, actually. I've just looked at my sheet. I'm still at 5 out of 5.
Oh, oh no.
So I could resist anything, but I'm afraid it is far too late.
Yeah, go ahead and roll to see if because you are at max panic, but you're no longer doing fight, flight, or fright.
9.
So you will take a panic, but okay. So fight, flight, or fright for Garlic. Let's see what happens. I don't know what happens if you go over your panic.
Just pick fight, and for the first time, you just see Garlic try to like punch a raven in the face.
So Garlic suddenly turned into the actual white bunny from Monty Python. That's Garlic's origin
God.
story.
Oh, God.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh my gosh.
This is Garlic's dark past.
I don't see where it happens if you like. I don't think you could ever truly go over your max panic. I don't think that's a thing.
Oh, I've broken the game.
Oh no.
Is there
Incredible.
like
Let me
is
look
there
it up.
something we missed when it comes to like once you do the panic move, like once you get out of it, you lose one?
There
Or, like-
is. It's a panic rabbit that is neither injured or threatened will eventually regain their wits all on their own, but not until the situation changes and the GM gives the all clear. The help hinder move can be useful for restoring a panicked rabbit's senses. When another rabbit decreases a panicked rabbit's panic score, they immediately come to their senses and their player regains control. So,
Yeah, it doesn't really say you lose
mm-mm.
one panic.
No, because basically what's happened is Garlic has been brought back into the scene after being buried in their shallow little grave. And before they can even like regain, like calm down from that, unless you want to do a flashback scene, Katie May, of when Garlic was in the burrow trying to relax. Your little shallow
The grave itself?
Yeah.
I'd love that.
Okay, let's do a flashback scene
Okay.
of you relaxing.
Great.
So what does that look like
Perfect.
when you're trying to relax?
I have a list of mantras
Okay.
that I go through. And I start with I am Garlic. My heart is beating, but not too fast. What has come will come to pass. That's my mantra that I repeat.
That's my new mantra.
Yeah.
Really good.
Jeez.
So it's just
I am
that on
Garlic.
repeat.
My heart is beating
But not too
too
fast.
fast.
What has come will come to pass. That is what I repeat on repeat, and then I just close my eyes and imagine an ocean that I heard about this one time. It's called an ocean, and what's there is a sea of berries. I think it was told to me wrong, but I'm pretty sure there's a sea of berries out there called the ocean, and that's what I was daydreaming about as I said my mantra.
Nice. So that brought you down one panic.
Thank you. And I regained.
And then
I
you
just gained
regained it back.
Perfect. It's beautiful.
So now you're back to being
Now I'm at a 5
Okay,
panic.
yes.
Mhm.
fight, flight, or fright. Wait, is that right? No, flight. Oh my god. All these F words. Fight? Yeah, flight or fright. What happens as you are now back into full state panic? Now seeing this raven.
We're in the middle of nowhere. So fleeing might be a little hard for Garlic to do.
Run back into your grave.
Yeah, back into the grave I go. I will cower, I suppose, behind The one I can depend on to protect me is Squeak.
Okay. Cowering.
I protect.
All right, you're cowering. So then, nobody else was resisting panic, right? Or did you guys? Okay.
I also rolled, but I got a 7. My panic went up by 1. I'm at 2 out of 6.
Okay.
So
Oh, that must be nice.
Reroll. I got a 6. So my panic also goes up.
Oh,
I was at
dang.
3, so now I'm at 4.
This Raven's is shocking.
I decided that since I fought a hawk, this raven isn't scary enough. For
Okay,
me.
yeah.
A hawk is bigger than a raven, so that tracks.
What I decided.
Okay. So as you all are shaking, this raven speaks to you. Oh no! Please don't be afraid. I'm sorry, my little friends.
Am I already dead?
And I'm like standing in front of Garlic. My little rabbit paws like up and ready to punch or hit.
Oh no! I'm not here to harm you. I promise. I'm not going to hurt any one of you. I've been watching you actually. Well, not really like watching, just kind of
Hunting us as we prowl along our way.
No, I just been keeping an eye on you. There's no need to. And then like, Turnip is on the ground, sobbing. Yeah, and this raven looks at Turnip and goes, "Oh, there's no need to cry, little one." And is watching it. And goes,
she's not crying because of you.
"Oh, well, why is she crying? Is she not well?"
Oh, well, certainly not.
Well, would you mind telling me what's wrong?
Are you in the habit of mending rabbits, or are you just waiting for her to die so you can pick the bones clean?
Yeah.
Look, no, that's not me. I mean, I'm sorry, let me introduce myself. I'm Mythos. I don't typically dabble in your little affairs, but when the grove and woods are in danger, it's my duty to investigate. You see, and he puffs up a little bit, I'm a protector.
Of what?
I'm a protector.
No, but we're rabbits.
I'm a rabbit.
Yeah.
Oh,
Down in the grove, we are rabbits.
right. And that is what you are. I'm a raven, and I'm also a protector of the grove and the woods here.
Well, we don't need your protection because we have my protection, and everything's gonna be fine. So you could just go. You're scaring Garlic.
Garlic's just nodding behind.
Now, we don't mean to be mean, but my friend here has a point. And frankly, what are you supposed to be protecting us from? And like Daffodil moves forward, and who put you in charge to protect us at all? What agency gave you the right to dictate whether or not I need your protection? And is kind of like stepping forward up to this raven now.
And it hops back a little bit, fluffs its wings and says, "Well, my witch, do you know what a witch is, perhaps?"
Which one?
A story for children and babes to talk about before bed.
Is that a type of ghost?
Let's hear him out. Let's hear him out.
Well, witches are a type of human, you see. You are familiar with humans, correct? No? Okay.
Heard of them, but I've never seen one.
Daffodil nods.
Well, my witch, Lyndon, was a beautiful and kind and intelligent and powerful and wonderful person, a human who was special, and she loved this grove, and she would want me to keep looking after it and its inhabitants, of course. And that's That's my job. That's my legacy. That's what I'm doing. I'm helping protect this forest for Linden.
Linda.
Linden. Linden.
For Linden.
What does that mean? You're going to chase that hawk out of the
Well,
woods?
no, see,
And preying on
Ah.
us?
see.
You have wings. You could chase it for farther than me. I can only chase it for like as far as I could jump, but you could go farther than that.
Or the weasels?
Look, I'm merely protecting of occurrences that happen that are beyond the natural. Some would say supernatural.
Oh,
So if it's
as soon
natural,
as the
then you don't
supernatural, you see Daffodil's eyes just like roll so hard, and just like, oh, one of these clowns. All right, okay, this is what you do in your free time when you're not off collecting berries, make believe stories, or what keep you entertained. Garlic, it's fine. There's nothing wrong here. Everything's gonna be okay. And I won't. Is there a way
Oh,
to
Yeah, help
I
Hinder.
Yeah.
Go ahead, girl.
help Hinder? I wanna, help Hinder.
okay.
Yeah. Which helps reduce a panic.
I got a 10.
Ooh. That does.
Give a +1 or ± that player's roll or panic. Panic, it's a minus. No, a plus. No, I'm kidding. A -1.
I just want to put it over the top.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm at 4 panic, everybody.
Ooh, you've calmed down a little.
Yay.
So yes, supernatural occurrences. Things that are maybe a little bit out of your looks down at you guys. Out of your abilities to deal with.
Do you know about fruit?
Yeah, when we're friends, we can do anything.
Do I know about fruit? Well, yes. Did your friend there, again nodding to Turnip, eat a fruit?
Strange one we've never seen before.
Did it have one of these inside of it? And then it turns its head and like ruffles around in its feathers and pulls out one of the seeds that you guys had noticed before at Digger's body and drops it on the ground in front of you.
Yeah, and Nettle like nods.
Well, that fruit is not from here. I suspect that it's cursed. Have you heard
Nettle
of curses?
just like looks at everyone like nodding, like I told you so, but doesn't say it.
Sorry, what's a curse?
And why are we to believe you in your statement that it's true?
And can I have one for my birthday?
It's your birthday.
I think it's next week.
Are we not sure that this is not just a symptom of an allergic reaction to eating this fruit, huh? Look, we found our other friend Digger is now dead after eating a similar fruit.
Well, right.
I
But
suppose it could just be poisonous.
did you happen to see when your friend Digger passed on?
No.
Not when, but just
Where?
I suppose we have one of your companions has now consumed a fruit. I suggest you keep a close eye on them. Now, as far as Masood, were you trying to like see if they're lying or like are they full of shit or?
I think it's Daffodil just like still trying to rationalize the idea of a curse in a way that makes sense to him.
Right.
But it's like it's not a curse. It's just like it's an allergic reaction. Like this is like could happen to anyone. Like we're just not meant to eat this.
Okay.
And I think it's also to that end he wants to ask, wait, so just sit and watch? That's it? There's no other medicine for an allergic reaction here?
Well, first to answer your tall friend over here, a curse is something that, how do I say this? Try to come up with a way to explain a curse in rabbit terms. It's like when you get a thorn in your side and it stays there for a long time, or a thorn in your foot it can never be removed, or there's special ways to remove it. Does that make sense?
Well, I mean, it is really hard to get a thorn out of your foot unless you have help.
Right. Yes, exactly. And a curse or allergic reaction usually needs some help. I think maybe. Okay, this is another weird question for you. I'm sorry. I'm sure I'm really upsetting your little rabbit minds. Literally being
Daffodil's
honest.
insult.
Yes, literally. But have you ever heard of a book? And like puts his wings out like, come on, a book. Ever heard of it? Did you ever heard of a book?
Nope.
Oh, yes, I
A
got
brook?
that one. Yes, it's the small kind of stream that you can actually cross. A
Yeah,
book.
I know that one.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, we all
Close.
know books here. We all know books.
Obviously, we're
We hop
rabbits.
over there. Yes, we hop around all the time. We know books.
Okay.
Brooks.
Yes, that's what I've been saying. That's what we've all been saying.
Yeah.
Books.
Okay. All right. Well, how about? He's clearly just like trying so hard to be able to like conceptualize these things for you.
Look. You don't need to. If it's this supernatural stuff that you're talking about that you are ostensibly an expert in, then it's all well and good. We are not witches. We do not need to or want to understand these things because they are dangerous.
Well,
And you should keep them to yourself, really.
but I'm trying to stop this. If we do not stop this fruit, whatever it be, lift the curse, take the thorn out of the paw, more and more of you are going to find this fruit and eat it. And there's other creatures in the forest who also enjoy eating fruit. You're already involved, even though you may not want to be involved. And I'm suggesting you don't have to practice magic, but you should come with me. Maybe we could find an answer to this problem.
What, like we eat all of the berries so then no one else can eat them?
Berry party.
I mean, that is an idea that you just said. Maybe not perhaps the best idea. What I'm saying, look, Lyndon had a house, well, a burrow, if you will, a place where they lived that had information. How about you come with me and we figure out this information together?
Cloud told us not to go anywhere with strangers.
Yep, never go to a second location.
I mean, but to be fair, this is like our 7th location. We've been on a
Right, so then
journey.
we just might as well go to another one if
Yeah,
we're on
at
location
this point,
7
yeah.
already.
Said second
Yeah, okay,
location,
let's go.
not eighth
Yeah.
location. That's true.
Well,
Well, I guess we could go to an 8th location.
Yeah, 8th location is fine. It's just that second one you can't go to.
Skip right over that one.
Yeah, we skipped it.
Okay. So you will come with me then. This is what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Yes,
only to
GM,
find
we will
the-
follow your GMPC wherever you need us to go.
but only to heal our friend here.
I mean, you could do whatever. Like,
No, I'm just
I'm
being
I'm
silly.
serious. Like, if you guys totally don't want to go, you don't have to go this route.
No. This
I
is
do
what I
want
would
to.
like.
If we don't run back into Stump, my heart will be very upset. I'm just being a silly pants.
Okay. No, I mean, I don't want to railroad you guys if you feel like this is
it's
not a path.
No, I'm
okay.
fully in.
On board.
Okay, great. All right.
Daffodil turns to the crow and asks, "Now, do you carry all of us, one at a time? How are we getting there?
Well, you would walk and I would fly above. Now,
Oh.
I cannot guarantee. Well, maybe I could carry the little one.
Oh, okay. Well,
I look at Daffodil.
probably no. That seems like a no. I would have liked to, but never mind. It's okay. I will stay to the ground as God gave me this gift.
Well, no,
and
you're the little one. You can go if you want, little guy.
Daffodil is the biggest one
Phil's the largest, like,
by far.
of the bunch.
Oh, well, I guess
He's
you
a
could put it
full
that way.
adult rabbit. He's actually the size of this crow.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I will fly above you and I will protect. I can't really guarantee your protection.
I want to see it from the air.
Oh, you do.
That's so no. That's dangerous. What if you fall?
Oh yeah, but if I'm gonna be leader one day, I need to see what I'm leading.
Oh, so smart of you.
Garlic, don't fly, you'll die.
So
I want to fly.
I will carry you, little one, if that is
Show
what
me
you
the
wish.
ocean.
That's a bit far from here. I but there are many other great things to see,
Okay.
like the tops of trees. Have you ever seen the tops of a tree before?
No.
There are birds' nests and
No birds. You're the only one.
well, yeah. Well, I will not take you close to any birds, but I will show you what it is like to be free from gravity.
Daffodil cries in the corner.
I don't know about all that. I can't protect you if you're in the air. I can only jump so high.
I know that if I fall,
Garlic poetically looks up into the distance.
you'll catch me.
Okay.
Take me away.
All right, let's go. Raven picks up Garlic and they take to the skies. Follow behind, you hear from below.
And just
I think Squeak is definitely like hopping like extra high to try and like keep an eye on the screaming Garlic. But yeah, definitely following.
Okay, so you guys will follow Mythos into the forest deeper, going.
Yeah, I'm just gonna drag Turnip to the
Oh,
little burrow
okay.
and leave her there, sobbing.
Okay.
the mantra's scrawled in the dirt, so hopefully she can pick it
Yeah.
up.
Okay.
You know, she can get through this bad trip on her own, and we'll come back for her.
Okay.
Daffodil comes over after you move over and is clearly weeping himself and says, you know, sometimes we all get through it and we do it together, and I will hop for you, little bud. I'll find the cure so you can stop crying, and maybe if magic is real, I can fly. Don't tell anyone that you heard me say that. And he starts hopping back behind Nettle and Squeak and Garlic.
Okay. All right. So, scene is now you guys traveling through forest, following, I guess, what you can hear either as screams of delight, yips of joy, fear coming from Garlic above in the distance as Mythos is flying with them. And you are walking through the forest. So this is further probably than most of you have gone before, potentially. So how are you guys traversing into the woods? Like, what does it look like? Are you being aware? Are you just bolting?
I am definitely only aware of like keeping an eye on Garlic and the crow.
Okay.
I would definitely say that that's consuming my attention to the point where if there's anything in our path, I probably wouldn't be paying attention to it until I'm like right on it.
I
Okay.
say Daffodil's looking forward. I don't think he's paying attention to the back, but definitely watching like Squeak jump up and down and like Nettle moving along. But yeah, not really aware of anything behind him, but definitely focused on what's in front.
Yeah, I am sure that Nettle is paying attention for
Yeah,
danger.
sure.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna roll that.
Mm-hmm.
I get, let's see, it's with Shrewd, so I got a 6, and I get a +2 on that, so I have 8,
Okay.
which gets me 1 question. Yeah, is it fair if I ask like what here is the greatest danger to me, like over the course of the journey?
Yes. So, Nettle, again, what senses does Nettle usually use when they're paying attention?
I think for danger, it's listening for
Okay.
something.
Sure.
Primarily.
So when you're listening, you do hear normal nature sounds. So squirrels up in trees. Occasionally, off in the distance, you'll hear a twig snap, and there's deer. And at some point, you do hear something that sounds much larger and lower to the ground. So not like a deer's walking. And at this point, I think, well, now because, yeah. So above you, you can also see Mythos and Garlic. And Mythos is just kind of like flying in a little circle. And like he wants to land, but because he has garlic in his claws, can't really. And so you're now alerted that something is probably coming that's dangerous. And you can hear like something low and heavy pushing through the brush and the brambles and the low grass, crunching leaves. It is fallish time coming.
So almost before Nettle has even like realized they're doing it, they're like finding some little nook or cranny to hide in. And like I do that before it occurs to me to like be like, hey, everyone, it's just like I'm already doing it, and I'm like, oh right, there are other people here. And so then Nettle will like quietly hiss to Daffodil, like something's coming.
Oh, I would maybe want to like dig out a little bit of earth on the side real fast.
Sure.
See? Okay, I got an 8.
But you're using your touch, right? So does that mean?
Yeah, no, that's with the +2. Yeah.
Okay.
So, 7 and 9, choose one. You dig only enough space to squeeze yourself into. So only enough for me to get into, which leaves Squeak out alone, which is like
Totally fine.
I think Daffodil, as he's like covering himself, is like, Squeak, hide, run, something's coming.
So Squeak was kind of just like jumping up and down, like looking up at the bird and Garlic and being like, come on, where are we going? Come on down. Don't just keep Garlic up there. And then like here's the Daffodil's voice behind him. And then it's just like, what? But I made the point that I wasn't watching. So I feel like, I mean, I can see everyone else getting ready and maybe then I'll take a look around, but I think it might be like too late.
Okay.
Like I wasn't paying attention. And even if I was, my shrewd is -1. So like.
Okay. So Nettle, you're hiding?
Yeah, doing my best to just like hide in whatever stuff is available.
Could you roll sneak then?
Oh, for sure.
When you take pains to avoid notice, roll plus shrewd. On a 10 plus, pick 3. On a 7 and 9, pick 1.
Okay, well I roll a 6 and I've got a +2 shrewd, so
An 8.
I get to pick 1. Yeah. I guess I'll just go behind cover.
Okay.
Like I'm hidden.
Okay. And then Daffodil's currently in a burrow hiding, and Squeak. So you're not. By the time you realize that everybody is starting to hide themselves,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try to save it because Garlic's up above, kind of has an aerial view down, which is hilarious in my mind. So let's go up real quick as Garlic is with Mythos. Garlic, you can see down the bushes and brambles being moved, and Mythos goes, "Oh no, it's trouble."
What?
I'm sorry. No. Actually, you know what? Don't worry. I think your friends will be fine.
You think?
I think so. I think everything's gonna be fine. Okay, we'll just wait here.
We have to save my friends if we gotta. You said you can curse people, right?
I didn't say I could curse people. I said curses are a thing that exist. Okay, you know what? Let's just watch what happens. And then we'll see, from Squeak's point of view, a very large raccoon is starting to push himself through like some branches, and like the first thing that you see, Squeak, is this mouth of rows of sharp teeth as it's going, ha 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 ha. Oh, that was a good one. And
I would like to resist panic.
yes, please.
Okay, that's hello. It's with study. Okay, I get an 8.
Okay.
So I managed to keep it together, but take +1 panic. Okay, I'm
Okay.
at 4 out of 5.
So you have an opportunity. He doesn't realize you're like in his path right this second.
I think that so Squeak is kind of like brown colored, and all they have are the little white socks. So I think the instinct here as a prey creature, having not panicked, so I'm not frozen, is that Squeak kind of lays his ears back on his head and makes himself really small and tucks his white paws under his chest and tries to look like a rock.
Okay. So I would think that would be roll plus. It's a sneak move. So you're trying to take pains right now not to be seen by this raccoon.
Yes, because I feel like if I moved, that's gonna be
Okay.
Oh, cool, cool. I got a 2.
Well, I mean, how could your
Well,
brilliant plan possibly have gone wrong?
Well, your shrew is what, like a -1, so be
My
sure to
shrew
add
is
that
a
in there.
Yeah, I rolled a 2 and a 1, and then I -1, so it's a 2.
Very
Yeah.
good.
Oh boy. So it walks out into where you are in the middle of the path, hiding like a rock.
And you can just see these little eyes like going like as I'm trying not to move.
And now at this point, Garlic can see that there's this giant raccoon standing right in front of your friend Squeak. And this raccoon goes, "Oh, what do we have here?" Licks its lips.
Do I know that I've been seen, or I'm not super smart.
Well,
so-
I mean, he is. Okay, how about this? It comes up close enough to you. You can smell his rancid breath.
Okay, I know that I've been seen. I feel like at this point, my strat is to be like, Squeak's the cool badass. So I'm gonna pretend that this was my intention all along.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna launch myself up from the seated position and try and just jump as high and as hard as I can. Like this was me preparing to spring.
Mm-hmm.
And just I don't know, just try and scare it, I guess.
Okay. So there's not really a jump move, but I think Bolt kind of fits into
Bolt,
that category.
Yeah, Bolt's probably what we're doing
Yeah.
here. So that's plus Swift, which thankfully I'm not as bad at. I get a 10.
Oh,
Nice.
jeez.
Ah, yay!
So yeah.
So yeah, I'm just trying to be the like scariest Jack in the Box that ever happened.
So in my head, Garlic, you're watching, and you see Squeak just launch straight up into the air, come down on the other side of the raccoon.
Yeah.
And it goes whoa, whoa, and like his girth, it's like it's hard for him to move fast to get you. Like he'll try and like snap up at you, but you go too high for him, and you're on the other side of him, and so he starts to slowly turn himself around to figure out where you're at. Part of your bolt, do you just take off?
I think that I just like, yeah, like
Okay.
I will continue the bolt. Like the Jack in the Box move was to kind of like scare him enough that he didn't like whack at me.
Sure.
And that was effective because I got the 10 plus. So I'm just going to continue away.
Okay. And so by the time it turns around and sees where you are, you're gone. Like he did not react fast enough to that. So then he re-shumbles himself around and starts to continue walking his path. And he's now sniffing the air because he's like, well, and he's kind of suspicious and looking around, but everybody else successfully hid themselves. And he goes, well, guess I'll just keep practicing my jokes. And so he was like, he starts walking through, and you hear like Daffodil and Nettle. This raccoon starts to like go, okay, I gotta try this new one out. And he's walking through. All right. Okay. How does a bee brush their hair? I think people will like this one. I think people will really like this one. And like you hear, he's just walking by you guys, and eventually you hear him go, with a honeycomb. And is gone from you guys.
Daffodil pops out of the burrow and like looks over, waits till Nettle comes out of wherever
Nettle,
they're hiding.
like, furtively sticks their head out.
We avoided a stand-up comedian. Thank God.
Plague on the woods, really. Like,
Honestly, there's so many and they're so unoriginal. I've heard
So
that
deadly.
joke. Oh. But
Yep.
where's our other friend? Did you see where they went?
Squeak ran off.
I like look up at our raven friend in the sky and Garlic. Do they stay up there? Do they start descending?
I mean, I guess we can go to a shot up with Mythos and Garlic and say, it looks like your friends are safe. They're fine. Whew. I was really, really worried.
Yeah, it's really hard for me to see what's happening all the way down there. I don't know if my
Oh,
eyes are
I forget that rabbits don't have eyes like a raven does. I apologize.
okay. But everybody's safe.
Yes, they're fine. Okay. So he will not descend. He'll continue off unless Garlic wants to descend down.
Oh, wait, there's more time to go. We're not already at location.
Well, I'm just asking if Garlic wanted to get down or not, but if not, we'll continue flying off.
So Mythos and Garlic move one way, and like I think Daffodil looks to Nettle and says, I'm gonna go get Squeak, and I guess I'll double back and follow y'all to, what do you call it? A house? A who's?
Some kind of burrow.
Some kind of burrow. Just say burrow then. Oh my, if that's what you mean. And Daffodil just like mutters off and like feels like I'm casting a spell. And goes to look for Squeak.
Okay. Squeak, you went forward where the same direction that Mythos was going, correct? That was what.
I mean, if the raccoon was like in the middle of our path and I just jumped over it and continued on, then yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought that we had stopped and the raccoon came from the side and you like jumped and went over.
No.
My
I don't
bad.
think it matters a whole lot.
I mean, you split the party. It makes a very scary move.
I mean, I also got a 10 plus,
yeah.
so I end up exactly where I intended and probably know where I came from. So, like,
very true.
Yeah.
I could slowly come back also. Be like, everybody okay?
Yeah, so eventually you guys will, if following Mythos, you will get to the burrow. So I wouldn't really out. Squeak was going off the right direction to begin with, so.
Oh, perfect.
Yep. So
I pretend like I knew which way we were gonna go in the first place. I'm just like, yeah, I knew we were gonna go this way. Totally.
So Squeak running forward, Mythos is flying to catch up, gets past and will descend down into, gently places Garlic on the ground in front of this mossy structure that looks like most of nature has grown over it. There are stones that lay about, and then Daffodil and Nettle, you will get there too as well. And this is Linden's Burrow house. And Mytha goes, all right, we are here. This is where information is. Let's find this information. And just goes into the structure. Have any of you heard tale of human houses or anything? This is something that's completely out of your guys' knowledge range.
I think for me it is. Yeah.
Okay.
Nettles heard some stories.
Yeah, I think that would be it. Like rumors, like, oh, I heard this rabbit met a rabbit who grew up in a house, or like so and so. Like, you know, I recall there was a time before the Warren, like someone might say, like it's all like nothing's
like
really,
legends, local legends and stuff that exist.
Okay, so you can start to get inside, and what you see in there, most of it is nature. Anything that was like really remnants of what a human would have has been basically overgrown with vines and moss and mushrooms. And there is, standing in the center of it, what looks to you all as a black hole. Just standing there in the middle of the room, a black hole.
Is that the burrow?
Doesn't look safe to go inside of.
It's the darkest burrow I've seen.
Can I kick a paddle into it?
Yeah. So Daffodil just shunts a pedal into the black hole, and then it goes ding 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 inside of it, and then you hear a voice go, What was that? Peeks out.
At the same time, Garlic goes, what was that?
Peeks its head out of this black hole is Stump's face. You guys!
Stump!
Oh my goodness, I'm so glad you're alive. We thought you got eaten by a hawk.
We were so scared.
I was scared too. I got picked up. It dropped me. I ran and I just kept running, and then I got here and it seemed like a calm, safe place. Did you guys find them though? Did you find those eyes?
I forgot about the eyes.
Me as well.
Kinda. We no, not since you saw them. There's been a lot that's been going on our end too, you know.
Yeah, we're busy.
It's okay. It's okay. No, that's fine. We did find the eyes. It's fine. But now we can go back home. Oh gosh, I don't even know where we're at. What is this place? Looking around.
It's a house, obviously.
A house? What's a house?
It's just a weird burrow.
Oh, okay. Weird. I've never seen a burrow.
It's a
like
burrow that's
this.
like not even in the ground. How safe could it be?
I mean, look at it. It's fallen apart and kicks over like a part of the wall.
Yeah, Nettle just kind of shrugs and is clearly not very impressed.
Mm-mm.
Yes, we all agree houses are lame.
Okay.
All right, bird. Show us whatever you're gonna show us, and
All,
let us go home.
okay, fine. All right. I think here, and flies up to what looks like a thin like thin branches, like in a line horizontally but very straight, and there are mushrooms growing up the side of it, and the bird starts pulling out these square shapes and tossing them onto the ground, and as they fall open it looks like white leaves inside these square white leaves inside of a square shape with markings.
I smell it.
It smells musty, like old mushroom.
I eat a corner.
Musty, like old mushroom, and fiber, not quite like oh god, it's all coating your mouth. Oh, it's horrible.
Oh no, are you okay?
This isn't food.
No, it's of course
Maybe
it's
you
not.
could line a burrow with it. Might be nice.
Could be.
Is that what this is? Does it line the burrow? Keep it warm?
No, these are the books I was telling you about. You see these things here, and pointing to the markings on it. These are. Never mind, it doesn't matter. I'm reading right now. I will find this problem that you guys have.
Just teach me to read real quick.
You.
We know how to read, and like rabbits have their own language, and like their entire system is like, oh, these are just a collection of writings. Oh,
Garlic's gonna be leader someday, so Garlic should probably know how to read.
Write down our
just teach me to read.
rules.
It'll take like 5 minutes.
Well, I didn't realize you would be interested. Oh, okay. So right here says wah 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 wah.
What?
It says wah 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 wah. This is what humans say. Okay, with me. Ready? Wah.
This is confusing to me. I don't want to hurt your feelings, but I'm not sure you're a great teacher.
Puts his feathered wing up to his head. Okay, well, what it's saying is this is the introduction to a anthology of plants and nature. I'm looking through this right now to see if I could find this tree, and he'll start turning through the pages.
Does it have pictures?
You do see things as he's flipping.
I can do with pictures. Let's go.
Yeah, so there are pictures in here.
Hey, that's a clover right there.
It is a clover, yes. Okay.
Should I eat that one? Maybe it tastes better.
I
like.
Your mouth hovers over the page. It's still the same type of. It's not gonna take. It's not an actual clover. It's okay. Never mind. Eventually, with Mythos' help, he finds what you guys are looking for. So time is passing, and he was like, "Okay, I think I've found it." And he's turning his pages, much like I am turning pages to find my notes.
Poetry.
Life imitating art.
Art imitating life.
Mm-hmm. Okay, this is a rare fruit, apparently. Dragon's tears. Dragons?
You've said so many words that I don't understand in the last 5 minutes alone.
I know. I apologize. I'm sure this is world-shattering. So it's a fruit. We know this. When eaten.
Yeah, I know fruits.
Mhm.
Yep.
And then you eat. causes a being to become so sad, so melancholic, their spirit leaves their body.
And at this point,
What
Nettle
leaves where now?
feels so fucking justified. Like Nettle is just like beam, like crosses their arms, just, smugly. I knew it was making people sad to death. I knew it. And they like look at Daffodil. I told you.
What? We're so supposed to believe something that this mythos made up in a book that he
Listen,
says
I
was here?
saw so much while I was flying around.
Mm-mm.
It made me realize the vast amount of things that are yet known to me.
Hey, Garlic,
Yeah?
don't ever bring up the fact that you got to fly and I didn't to me ever again.
Okay.
He's very sensitive. He's a very sensitive rabbit.
Okay. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'm sorry. That was rude.
I didn't mean to hurt your feelings.
You
Look,
did
let's-
though. You did though. And it's okay.
No,
Our
it's
feelings
not
are
okay. You're
our
one
feelings
of
are
my best
valid.
friends.
It's okay. It's fine.
I could just tell you everything I saw while I was flying, and then
It won't
would
be the
like you were
same.
flying.
It's-
Okay, so I
no,
was up in
no.
the air, and it was really beautiful, and the
Uh-huh.
wind was blowing through my fur, and I was able to look down, and I was able to see the vast expanse of life, and then.
Daffodil just looks so glum as you describe everything he like imagined it would be like.
It's like, yeah, that sounds awesome.
While this exchange is going on, like in the background, you see like Squeak like slowly trying to chew on the clover page, like
Oh, dear. So yes, dragons tears.
So these rabbits that have been eating this fruit, they get so sad that they die, and then their ghosts hang around.
I've also known some other spectral forms. So it's not just the rabbits, it's this whole forest. If we don't take care of it, he flips a page. So it says, when a young dragon dies in a violent manner, the spot where their body lays, a tree will grow. So obviously that's the tree. Okay. So it looks like you have to either heal the dragon's heart or maybe somehow just disrupt the growth of the tree. I'm not really clear. Okay. Maybe the roots? I think it's saying something about the roots, perhaps?
Okay.
So,
Can we
Go
How-
talk to some beavers or some moles or something. No?
Yeah, how do we get I mean, do you know any termites? Could we commission them to but that would take too long.
well, you guys have witnessed the tree, right? Your friend ate a fruit. Did it look very old? Did it look very young? And I can, you guys flash back to what you guys saw, and it didn't look like a mighty oak tree. It was like a thin.
Yeah, it was spindly, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it wasn't very old, you could say. So was it old? Was it thick?
It wasn't very big.
No.
Okay.
Kind of a spindly, wispy thing.
Well, you rabbits are diggers. Looks over to
No, Digger was the other rabbit.
Mhm. Digga died.
And then this is Stump.
Mhm.
I'm Nettle.
Okay,
Dill.
I'm Squeak.
Garlic. Okay, yeah. Okay, sorry. You guys have the ability to burrow, dig. Your friend here, looking at Squeak, looks like they
I have
could.
the biggest, kickiest legs.
Looks like they could dig.
Mm.
Maybe we could dig down into the ground. And by we, I mean the four of you, the five
Yeah,
of you.
your legs don't look like they could dig
Unfortunately,
very well.
no, I cannot dig. I can like this. I can peck, and you like.
Mhm.
pecks at the book.
I mean, it's okay.
Yes, you are much better at the digging than I could ever hope to be.
And so
Squeak
if we dig up
puffs
the
up their
roots,
chest, like, yeah, I am. That's right.
if we dig up the roots of this tree, then there will stop being ghosts.
I mean, they'll at least stop being fruit.
Wait, but we need fruit to live.
And also, how do we help our friend who already has eaten the fruit?
And at that moment, when you ask that question, the camera goes back to where you left Turnip.
Mm-hmm.
And we see Turnip slowly stop. Okay, so content warning, rabbit death. The Turnip slowly stops to breathing, goes still, and there is like a mist that starts to rise, like steam off of its body, off of their body, and a spectral form is now outside of Turnip. And the camera pans back to the camera goes back to,
yeah, so how do we save our friend?
Well, I'm not sure after consuming the fruit if it's before the effects take place, it can stop it.
Surely there must be something we can feed these ghosts to make them go back, go to wherever ghosts are supposed to go.
Well,
what other fruit do you have in your book? And like taps the page.
And like I think at this point Mythos is starting to get nervous. For he does not have he's like, I don't know, flipping through the pages, another fruit, a fruit to cure, a fruit. I don't see anything. I all I have is this part where I think if we destroy the tree, maybe that'll release the dragons. I think if we destroy it, and then more confidently, I think if we destroy it, it will release the souls. He's looking very confident now.
Yeah, Nettle kind of nods.
So, are we making another burrow then? Is this going to be Garlic's burrow?
This won't be a burrow for living.
Yeah, I'd miss everyone and back at the other burrow too much, I think.
Well, I mean, it could be your burrow we could save it for later.
That's true. We could store extra food in here.
It is right next to that field of delicious clovers.
We will do this then.
I will dig.
I will find other rabbits to dig.
I will lead those rabbits in digging.
I will assure that the digging is done right.
Sounds like we all have our tasks.
Yeah.
We're real like construction crew now. We've got all yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Who's foreman again? Is that Garlic?
I guess so.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Union rep.
Okay. So going back to the tree, along the way, Nettle will find some rabbits.
I can always find a couple rabbits who are willing to do what I tell them. One of them is going to be Stump, if that's okay.
Yes.
I'm just like, Stump, you're very good at digging, of course.
Obviously.
Just please don't eat the fruit.
Oh, okay. Don't eat the fruit. Got it.
Yeah, I think Nettle's main job is like keeping an eye on these bunnies so they don't eat the fruit they're not supposed to because it's tempting.
Yes.
Oh.
And along the way, you pick up another rabbit. Do you have a name in mind, or must I gotta find my list of names?
Yeah, there's a rabbit named Pinocchio.
Pinocchio sounds like this.
Oh no.
You find Pinocchio.
How am I only just now meeting Pinocchio?
Pinocchio is like a kind of like a skinny, like wiry rabbit.
Mm-hmm.
And their fur is always a little bit like mad. Like they don't take good care of themselves.
Mm-hmm.
They always look a little shabby, but they're like, they're spry and they're energetic.
Okay, so along the way you find Pinocchio, who is just rolling himself around in like a dirt. Oh, got it.
Sounds like a Pinocchio
Got
thing.
it. Itch. Just shaking himself on the ground.
Yeah, and Nettle's like, "Oh, hey, Pinocchio.
Oh, hey, Nettle, what's up?
You need a hand there? Because if I scratch your back, you can scratch mine."
Oh,
And Nettle will like get the spot for Pinocchio and be like, "Why don't you come with us?"
sure, yeah. What are we doing?
Now you owe me a life debt.
Exactly.
I got that scratch.
We're gonna be digging special burrow.
Ooh,
So,
special.
It's Cloud's idea.
Well, yeah, Cloud is making us been doing more expansion work, so makes sense to me. You scratch my back, let's go.
Yep, definitely Cloud's idea. Cloud's fault if anything goes wrong too. You remember that? Wrangle these construction rabbits over to the clearing.
So you guys approach the tree. It is, as you last saw it, Nettle and Daffodil. Fruit is on the ground. For Squeak and for Garlic, this fruit smells like really good.
Oh no.
Super good.
You really gotta pay attention to the.
I feel like Squeak is gonna mosey on over to the delicious smelling fruit.
No.
Squeak is your leader. I say no.
But it smells so good.
Do you question my leadership skills?
No, I would
Well,
never.
then, don't eat it,
Can I eat it
or we'll
after?
die. I don't want anyone to die.
You're making this so difficult.
Yeah, that's you.
It's poisonous fruit. It will kill you.
We-
That being said,
Mhm.
do whatever you want.
Having walked all the way back, did we pass Turnip's grave? Because wasn't that further along?
No, the turnip's grave was in the little place I dug for. So it was, you guys went further than we did.
Oh, right, okay.
So it's not necessarily along the way. I don't know.
If you want to go out of your way, you could. If that's something that Daffodil wants to do.
I guess if we're doubling back, and since we kind of left him, I think, yeah, there's the idea of like stopping by along the way.
Okay. And so you stop by and you see Turnip's body laying in there, prone still, with the tear streaks down their face. But you can still hear a faint cry every once in a while.
Must be my imagination. Yeah, and I'll just make a quick dig.
Okay.
Okay. I got a 7 + 2, 9. I'll make a little burrow.
Sure.
Oh no.
We lost Katie.
Uh-oh,
We lost Katie May.
Oh no.
I'm Nettle now.
Yep. Masood is both Squeak and Daffodil.
It must be exhausting.
It's
Oh,
honestly.
Well, I feel like there's a lot of digging that's going to happen. So
Yeah.
Katie wasn't gonna do the digging anyway.
Just gonna oversee it, make sure it gets done right.
Oh, let's see if she's messaging us anywhere.
She just did.
Uh-oh. What is she saying, pray tell?
We're holding. She
Okay,
said,
we're
"Miss-"
holding. Rip.
Oh.
Stall. Mythos starts juggling fruit This little raven beak.
Now don't eat any of it.
Hey, this look tempting. I mean,
Yeah.
don't eat any of this fruit.
This is like the version of juggling flaming torches for these rabbits. Yeah.
All right, ETA 3 minutes. Oh boy.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, like, do we want to just do the rolls for the
Digging?
digging of the tree roots? Because
We can resolve that.
Yeah, you can go ahead and dig.
okay,
Garlic.
I got a 10.
Oh,
8
jeez.
plus 2, 10.
Dang, you guys are amazing
so
diggers.
strong.
Stump's there digging too.
Oh yeah.
Is that like a help?
Well, I don't really roll anything, but Stump is
Okay,
just
well, we do.
We have
so
the extra
well.
bodies that
Yes.
we need. Yeah.
Yeah.
they're like basically it's like Daffodil and Squeak are doing so much, and then all that Pinocchio is doing is like basically moving the dirt away that they're shoving out, so they don't have a dirt collapse, and just
Yeah, all the
Perfect.
kind of other tasks that need to go alongside clearing out
Yeah.
a burrow.
It
Yeah.
doesn't take that long. Again, this tree was a young tree. I will wait till KMA gets back to reveal what is going on.
So yeah, I think that when me and Stump are digging, and like Daffodils, are you actually like digging? Daffodil?
Yeah,
Dill
absolutely.
actually digs.
You're actually
sure.
helping.
100%.
I think that there's like a moment at the beginning when Squeak is very competitive again with Stump specifically, but like it's such a large task and we all kind of have to like work together that like the competitiveness, like after like, you know, the like heart racing first minutes, it's like, oh, okay, well, I guess we actually have to like do something in like organize together. So like once it's like there's a rabbit nature where Squeak is, instead of being competitive and I have to be the best, like goes into like we're all working together mode. So that's what Squeak's doing.
I think Daffodil's over there, like, notices the Squeak and Stump competition sort of taking place, because I'm sure Stump buys into it too a little bit, right?
Oh,
like
yeah.
and it just like kind of chuckles and moves his head back and just like digs and digs and digs, because this is the roots of a tree, so I imagine it's much deeper than just like a simple grave. And so like this is hard work, but he's keeping at it, and then eventually notices that they also just start like just keeping at it, and like I don't know, finds a nice solitude in doing this work that he usually does by himself.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. And what's Nettle's role in all of this?
Well, because Nettle is like tiny, like I'm a runt, right? So I'm not very good at digging or like strong enough to move lots of dirt. So instead, Nettle is like coordinating and like acting as like a go-between and keeping people organized, because we're doing this very concerted and like specific thing. It's not just make nice little rabbit holes wherever you please. It's like we're trying to do this specific thing. So
I
I think Nettle's doing a lot of like going below and then going back up and like looking at the tree and kind of plotting out the space that we need to dig.
I think every once in a while Pinocchio starts to go towards a fruit.
Well, yeah, exactly. And then I have
You're
to be
right.
like, no, remember, these are bad.
Ugh.
And actually, maybe that's something that Nettle's doing, is like piling up all the fruit,
Okay.
like pushing it all to be like next to the trees, kind of.
Oh,
Are you admitting a participant?
yes. I'm adding admitting.
I admit nothing.
Everybody's still in the different boxes, but whatever.
She is a non-video participant.
That was my best interpretation of the Zelda.
Oh,
I
the
got that.
ba-da-da-da.
It's ba-da-da-da. That's how it is. Thank
There
you.
it is.
And then I have
Been
to
playing-
hold Katie May over my head,
Yeah, exactly. Text
put her
description.
in my
of it.
inventory.
Katie May. I've been playing a little bit of Breath of the Wild lately. Man, It's my first playthrough. Having a blast.
Yeah, it's a great game.
It's a great game. I have thoughts about it. I have a little bit of critique, but I'm also having fun. So
I have never played Breath of the Wild.
I have it, but I haven't played it yet. I feel like there's 17 million RPGs that I need to get to play, and I just haven't gotten to that one yet.
God, I just see constantly Hades stuff on my Twitter, and
Yep.
I'm like, whoo.
it's a good game.
Yeah.
It's fun. If you like roguelites, like it's good.
Oh, Katie May. Again, another Katie May? I admitted you. Joining.
Admit her again.
Yeah.
Maybe there's two.
Oh, maybe
Katies.
she's doing with her phone.
That might be a vibe.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
We'll see.
It's the ghosts.
DMCA.
Yeah, we're haunted.
It's haunted.
What are some good Katie May facts?
Bang energy.
Bang energy. No, Katie May. What are some? What do you want to know? These are the tough questions.
What's your favorite color?
Couldn't tell you. Doesn't get enough sleep. I'll tell you that much.
It's relatable.
Yeah.
In chat, Katie May once ate an entire house.
Okay.
They have their building has laundry that their neighbors could use, but it's not coin operated. I'm like, it's very nice. Not bad. Recently did not have air conditioning and then got air conditioning, which
Ooh.
is vital for the summer.
Ooh.
Nice.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Katie.
Yeah, these are not these are my fun facts about Katie.
Katie May loves Notion.
Notion, yeah. This is some sort of online program.
It's like a way to keep track of notes and like to-do lists and like information. It's really nice. I need to start using it.
Yeah.
It's like when you have like all this reference stuff or links to things that you want to remember, all conveniently located in a web browser thing. But I
remember there used to be like Evernote.
Yep.
Was one of those.
Mm-hmm. I also just recently had an interview with Katie May for my new show, Tabletop Babble.
Yeah.
And I learned that she actually has a degree in comedy, which is something I was like, what? Oh, there's Katie May's iPhone. Which is something I did not know you could get.
A degree in comedy studies at the.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Don't speak ill of the dead. Hi, I'm calling him.
Hi.
Okay,
now.
you're fine. Should I rearrange you, or should we just like leave it up?
Just
We've got 12 minutes left. I think.
Okay.
Chat. I think you can tolerate it, and I hope you can for our sake, because I can.
Yep.
Pat, I hope you can forgive my computer, whose
African.
new enemy is Zoom, I guess.
Zoom is the death bringer for my computer too. Sometimes I don't know what it is. Oh well.
Honestly, you look great at this aspect ratio, so just
Thank you.
go with it.
Different angles.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I'm bringing you 2 angles tonight.
I like your
Thank
shirt.
you.
I like the silly slap
Thank
hand
you.
shirt. Nice. That's really cool.
Ugh.
Okay.
See, it all worked out.
Welcome back.
Yeah, we got there. Thank you. What have I missed? Did anyone die?
We did good.
Okay,
digging.
thank God.
They did
Okay.
excellent digging.
Thanks to Garlic's leadership skills.
Yes, we imagined you were just going, yes, over there. No, move it over there. Because you turned into that kind of foreman, I
Perfect.
guess. I don't know.
Perfect.
So the digging has happened. The roots are being exposed. Dusk is starting to arrive. It is fall, so time is shorter in the day. Daylight is. And Nettle, you're watching all this happen. The roots start to get exposed. And at the bottom of the roots, it's no longer tree roots. You start to see bone, white bone. And Squeak, Daffodil, and Stump and Pinocchio have basically unearthed down under this root structure a skeleton of... You're looking at it. You've never seen a skeleton like this before. What is it? Ugh.
That's a weird rabbit. I mean, we've seen skeletons before. Things die all the time, but like this specific one is different.
Yeah, it's larger than rabbits. It's kind of wrapped around the root structure of the tree. And yeah, what
is Mythos still with us? Is Mythos?
Yeah, so Mythos is there, and he'll fly over.
Yeah, Nettle just kind of like looks at him significantly, like, and then nods at the bones.
Well, it looks like you guys found the dragon. This is not a
dragon.
Like you weren't making things up.
I know. I would never make anything up. I was telling the truth this entire time. So, and it like hops down into the dugout area and is looking around. Looking for something. I don't see a heart. And it's just looking back up to your group. I think... Wait, what is this? And he finds, you see protruding out a stick in the skeleton.
There's a special stick
or bone.
No, it seems right here definitely to be a stick.
So is this a thing where we pay attention to get information? Is that a thing?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Or Nettle did make up that new innovative move called investigation.
Right.
Let's try that.
All of the bunny rabbit glasses come
Plus
off.
shrewd. Yeah. Got a 10.
I got a 1 this time.
10 plus 1, 11.
Wow. Were you
Got a 5.
Stick.
Bone?
Stick.
Bone? What did Nettle investigate?
No, I think other people are jumping ahead. Nettle's gonna stay at a safe distance in case this thing like explodes or comes alive and eats them. Or
but Daffodil got an 11.
Yes, I got a 6 plus 4 and then plus 1 for my shrewd.
So Stick, you're looking at it. You know anatomy. This stick looks like it is in the chest cavity of the dragon's bones, like through the rib cage.
Interesting.
Moida.
does this stick have like a metal bit at the end or something? Is this like an arrow or?
If you, if Nettle wants to investigate, get down there and like look at it closer, you can see that there is a metal tip to it.
Yeah, I think Nettle like sniffs around a little bit, but is kind of nervous, maybe uncharacteristically so, around this like dragon skeleton. So they like back off. Something killed it. Well, we already knew that though from the story that Mythos told. Something must have killed this. But
What do we?
Sadness?
What do we do with it?
No, whatever killed it put this stick through its chest.
Oh.
That's. I mean, that doesn't go there.
Mm-mm.
Oh.
Huh?
Bye,
What?
Katie.
Oh no, I'm here. I'm here. Cell phones are just weird.
Garlic.
There we go.
You can't go away ever.
Every time
I
I have
know.
garlic, I just imagine Garlic just passed out for just a second.
Ugh.
So sorry, I wasn't listening before. I knew we were supposed to dig,
Mhm.
We did that.
And then I knew we were supposed to get all the roots, and some of the roots are in the skeleton. But like, what are we supposed to do with? Are we supposed to do something with the skeleton? I wasn't paying
I think we
attention.
just unearth it. Is that not what we're supposed to be doing?
Well, and Mythos is like, well, this starts pecking at the stick and goes, I think, and starts to try to pull it out, but is
Oh, let me give. I'm stronger than you. And I'll give a strength check on it.
okay.
I don't know. Is there a struggle?
Struggle.
Could I-
Yeah, I would say use your the struggle skill would probably be a good,
Yes.
good substitute for that.
I can help if necessary.
Yes. A 5 plus 2 puts me at a 7.
Okay, well, you're
Okay.
7
But-
or 9, no matter what. So
Yeah.
You can wriggle. I can wriggle free, but I don't know if that wiggles this free.
So
Up to you.
yeah, 7 and 9 you can wiggle free for like I think you so you eventually wiggle it out and pull it out,
Mhm.
and the
And I look down and I get myself a splinter on it. Because this is I take a scar, so I'm gonna say I got a splinter.
oh yes,
Yeah.
I love that. Let's talk about so scar is
Yeah.
a thing that happens to rabbits that you can mark. I think it affects your a stat, right?
I believe so.
oh,
right?
wait a second. You can take panic 1 for 1 to increase your roll if you wanted.
Oh,
Oh,
jeez.
well, I'm currently at 4.
Oh,
So if I
never
go
mind.
up 1, then I'm just like rage induces, and I'm like fighting with this stick.
Never mind then.
No.
that would be
I like
funny.
that. I like that.
I could see it being like
It's like
the like symbolism here could kind of resonate with you in a way that was
So
upsetting.
if you were a 7, and if you up your panic by 1 to get an 8, then even if I help, you can still only get a 9. So I just I don't think it's worth it.
Mm-mm. So, okay, so we're at 227. You pull the arrow out, and the skeleton in front of you starts to crumble and turn to ash. One by one, the fruit on the tree starts to drop, and it becomes like a heavy downpour of thud, 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 thud as it hits the ground. The freshly fallen fruit and all of the fruit that Nettle was pushing away out of Temptation's reach to all the other rabbits begins to wither and desiccate. And the air that you guys were working in was really sweet smelling, but it is gone. It now smells strangely of nothing. The leaves turn a vibrant bright red and then black, and then they start to drop from the tree. And this now stark, naked tree is standing against like a twilight background. And you all know, now you all notice that around you are these wispy, ghost-like forms of forest creatures, deer, squirrel, chipmunks, all standing around you and this tree. Each of these forms that's looking at the tree begins to vanish one by one, a mist rising up into the sky. One figure remains. It's the outline of Digger, who takes a moment to look at each of you before he too vanishes.
That was Digger, I could tell. He had the bite out of his ear.
You did a good thing.
But
Doesn't
like,
have to.
why couldn't
us
it have just gone back into his body and been alive again instead?
Well, that would
Because
go ahead.
Digger's on his own journey now. And we're on ours, and he's still with us. We think about him, and you remember him, and the same way that we'll be with him, and anytime he thinks of us. Anyways, let's get out of this weird group hallucination we just had. Oh my, what was that? What? Is there a gas leak? What's happening here?
Okay, so
I've seen so much in just one day. First all of land, and now all of
Stop talking
spirit.
about the flight.
I'm
Are you
sorry.
gonna be the
Just
next
chase
avatar?
me.
Katie, are you the next avatar? Just like tell
Garlic
me. If you are.
is.
Yeah. 100%.
Okay, so you've successfully figured out the mystery of the haunted halls. The way I would like to do like an epilogue for this story is sort of like an anime ending where like there's music playing in the background and like you see cards of like illustration. Like
That's just hopping repeatedly.
yeah, oh, that would be
across
really cute.
An ever-changing timeline.
Oh yeah.
But then like there'll be illustrations of like your guys' characters doing something. So kind of what we know. I'll go ahead and start the first one where this is just an illustration of all of you back at the Warren, talking with Sundew outside, and she looks very concerned as a nonchalant Nettle is just like, yeah, we did this thing. Whatever. And off in the background you can see Cloud watching and there are like kits playing behind her.
Can I go next? So from this group of like vignette or whatever, Squeak hops away and you see them like doing kind of like a Karate Kid like kick move punch fight, and then they grab some blackberries and like hop them over and drop them at Garlic's feet. And that's my like end scene.
Ugh, because I think like the next thing we see is those like same berries in like perhaps a little like knapsack all tied up with like the very stereotypical stick, because I think Garlic and Squeak go on an adventure. I think they become adventurers.
Well, they were never heard from again.
Never
They're
heard
gone.
from, and then they just immediately die. Well, who knows? But I think Garlic was like, if I'm gonna lead, I want to know what's out there.
Mhm.
But I'll die if I go alone. Will you
think-
come with me?
Heck yeah, let's
lea-
do it.
Do you leave a note for Daffodil or for
Wait,
Nettle
is
or for
that
anyone?
how we get to your scene? There's a
Well,
note.
Yeah, I think
I think
so.
like I think for Daffodil seeing that like even Garlic found the courage to try something new to challenge themselves, like, and him in his old state like constantly staunches his ways, like you cut back to a moment of him standing on the edge of a cliff looking around, double checking, and from out of a bush he pulls out a book of spells from
What?
the house. And you like see him like looking and he like sees one that looks right, and he like mumbles the word, the wind shifts slightly, and then you just see him jump off the cliff, and then we cut to a different scene as a hawk flies over Nettle.
Yeah, and I think Nettle's little like vignette at the end would be Nettle and Cloud both like in a group of other rabbits, and there's just like the little like lightning spark between them because they're like arguing about something or like trying to be the the important rabbit in the situation and like being rivals for everyone's attention. And so yeah, Nettle is just like being the rabbit socialite that they always wanted to be.
Wonderful. Oh my gosh. Well, that's the end of this chapter for the Warren of Petal Grove. Thank you all for playing with me and indulging my silly, ridiculous, haunted rabbit magic dragon ride. I hope you guys had fun. I had a lot of fun. But let's go around and do our outro. Tell people where they can find you and what you're up to. So let's start with, oh my gosh, my screen's all messed up when I look at the overlay. Let's do with Katie May first.
Hi, I'm Katie May. When my internet's not being cursed, you can find me at twitter.com/OKKatieMay. Today we got a really fun event planned. It's called Cheroween. It's gonna be happening on twitch.tv/Indoor Recess Crew. We got a bunch of guests and we're raising money for the Games and Harassment Hotline. I'll be in my Lore Olympus look. It's gonna be a good day. Come stop by. We're doing giveaways of games like Alien RPG and Kids on Bikes, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
Ooh, nice. Up next, let's do Masood.
Hey y'all. Yeah, I'm gonna be on Cheroween later. Go check out that channel. You can find me and more information about it on my Twitter at Marudeboy, MAHRUDEBOI. I'll be around tomorrow for some Rivals of Waterdeep. I'll be around on Tuesday for Mythic Odyssey of Theros. Wednesday nights, you got to come by and check out Balak Bayan, returning home. We just had our first session and we're getting back to it. It is very fun and an experience to play a diceless role-playing game. I'm just going to put that out there. It is a little bit of a trip and I like it. But yeah.
Cool. Let's do Andrew next.
Yeah, that's me. You can follow me on Twitter at Commuting Crow. For all things Girl by Moonlight related, which is my magical girl Fortune of the Dark tabletop role-playing game that I am working on.
Cool. And then we have Blue Jay.
Last but certainly not least, I'm Blue Jay. You can find me on the internet at twitch.tv/BlueJay or on Twitter at BlueJay_712. I have a Monster Hearts mini series that is on Sundays, and that's going to be, I think, our episode 4 is tomorrow. So that's pretty exciting. Lots of cool stuff's going to happen. And then I have session 0 of a new D&D campaign starting on Monday. This one's just going to be recorded, not live. But the next week one will be on twitch.tv/Brett Ultimus. So I'm playing D&D. I'm playing a barbarian, which I've never played before. I'm excited.
Cool.
So yeah.
All right. And if you want to get information on the next cast and show times for the Warren of Petal Grove, just follow me at Rocket Orca on Twitter or at Geekspective. And with that, we're out. Bye, everybody.
Bye. Thanks for hanging out.
Mm-hmm.